Hey guys, it's Moonlander back with another horror movie review, and today we're going to be taking a look at this movie called Baskin.
Katılmaya geldiniz.
Abi, bunlar ne?
Biz bu gece buraya çağrıldık. İhbar falan hikaye.
Hani abi? Herkes dikkatli olsun, tamam mı?
Now this movie is available on Netflix, and I rented this movie when it first became available on Amazon. I did some reading about it after I rented it, and I kind of lost my nerve to watch it. Well, it just sounded like a really awful movie as far as the content. And so I added it when I saw it became available on Netflix. I added it to my watch list, and I finally worked up the courage to watch it. Now, this is a Turkish movie, and the director, this is his first full-length movie. But anyway, this movie is about a group of cops that go to answer a call at this remote location, and you know, some of them have heard disturbing things about this place. And anyway, when they get there, you know, there's a cop car outside already, but they go ahead and proceed in, and it's not long after they enter this place that, you know, one of them's throwing up, and you know, they discover some pretty disturbing stuff going on in this house. Yeah, and these guys don't keep their composure very long. Yeah, and I would say that the acting was good in this. All of the cops, you know, you could definitely get, they all had like different personalities and backgrounds, and they all played their characters pretty well, I thought, and they all seemed to like mesh together. Like, you believe these guys really were cops together. So the acting in this movie is decent. But anyway, the movie sets these cops up by, you know, showing them eating dinner at a restaurant, and they don't really seem like bad people, but they don't really seem like good people either. And basically what the movie goes on is they figure out that they've been summoned to this house, and there was no real police call. And they go there to atone for their sins. You know, whether it be like lust or gluttony, or you know, whichever sin. And it's pretty nasty. They did a really good job at making this house seem completely awful, and the stuff you get glimpses of are pretty nasty. I was reading in some of the trivia that they were real concerned about the stuff they were shooting because it was a conservative city that they were shooting in. I don't know if the whole country's that way or not, but they were shooting like nudity and stuff, and I guess they were real worried about the authorities coming up to them. But anyway, this movie was entertaining, but I should mention it is subtitled, and it's definitely a different culture, so you have to like keep kind of an open mind when watching this. I would say, just, you know, it's not like 5 American cops, it's 5 like Turkish cops, and you know, so it's a different kind of situation than would probably be like in America. But anyway, it was an entertaining horror movie. I do feel like The only one thing that bothered me about this movie is the fact that you didn't really get a sense of whether these guys were really that bad that they should be summoned to this house and have these awful things happen to them. But I mean, that's pretty minor. And probably one of the creepiest parts about this movie is like the leader of this house, and his name's Father. And I don't know how much of it was makeup, but this guy looked like really weird. Like, he looked like he almost had an infant's face. And then he's like going around like cutting people's eyes out and stuff. So it was really creepy. And I definitely enjoyed what they did with this Father character. It really was a good horror movie. And I would have to give this movie an 8 out of 10. Just because watching this, it's something different. And it's really dark, it's scary, and it's gory. So, I mean, this is definitely a good horror movie. And being like different, that's saying a lot. So I really enjoyed it. As long as you don't mind reading subtitles, because it's kind of difficult to see everything happening while you're trying to read. But other than that, I mean, I do suggest this to any horror fan. And like I said, it's available on Netflix. So, I mean, if you're Netflix, you could watch it for free. Just make sure it's not like while you're eating dinner or something like that. Because it is pretty gross. But, I mean, we've all seen worse stuff than this. And I was probably getting a little too worked up when I decided I didn't want to watch it. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Alright, you guys, we'll see you on the next video.